From getting your hand trapped and dragged, to legends getting their faces rearranged, these are the 10 most jaw-dropping bull riding wrecks. At number 10, JB Mooney thought he could handle Shepherd Hills Tested at the 2013 Billings Invitational.
Mooney, the only man to ride this bull, 22 straight buck-offs.
Then Tested did what bulls do, launched him like a rocket and put his lights out.
Shepherd Hills Tested, this is the 4th time they have met.
Just way behind from the get-go, and he's not going to let go.
Mooney the past couple seasons.
It was lights out for Mooney, because that's what happens when you meet the dirt that hard. But if you think that was rough, Devin Wright at number 9 had it way worse.
And I want you to help him one more time.
He climbed on Mr. Smooth at a velocity event in Carson, California, thinking he'd found an easy paycheck. Instead, Mr. Smooth gave him the beating of a lifetime. Multiple hits, one after another, each one harder than the last. Yep, that was brutal. Now that we're talking about getting beat up, Emilio Resenda probably wished he'd stayed home instead of facing Detailer at the 2013 Fresno Invitational at number 8. He literally got stomped like a bug. No joke, it looked like Detailer was trying to put a hole in the arena floor.
A little bit late, like you said, just trying to shift. He's moving those legs good, but he just lands right on the side of his shoulder and inside of his head and unconscious.
And while Resenda was getting stomped, Neil Holmes at number 7 was getting stepped on by Open Season at the 2015 Thackerville Invitational.
Let's go, man.
He jumped off thinking he was safe, but Open Season didn't care. Holmes got his reward, a full step from a 2,000-pound bull.
That was really scary. He stepped on him, all around him. Look at the drop that bull has, brings him over his shoulder, and then here it gets really bad. I think tough, obviously, is describing that, but lucky too, man. That sometimes they are too close for comfort, that's for sure.
It is just great to see.
Although that wasn't the end of the punishment. At number 6, Mike Lee had it rough when Stinger decided to make an example out of him at the 2012 Columbus Invitational. He didn't just get bucked off, he got stomped on, but the stomp was so hard it echoed through the entire arena.
But the part that drew my attention is right here. This bull steps right on him with both hind feet.
There was definitely no getting up quick after that beating. While Lee's stomping was painful, Dakota Beck's wreck felt downright terrifying at number 5.
Down the left side was pulling on his arm.
When Beck climbed on South Point at the 2013 MSG Invitational, everything felt right. The crowd was behind him. It looked promising, but then it got ugly. First, he got bucked off hard. Then his hand wouldn't come free.
Away from your hand, all the pressure is on your fingers where you can't get your hand open. He's really needing to get to his feet right here. Watch Frank step in here, grab the tail of this rope, and pull on that to take his wrap loose and free his hand. You just can't do it any better.
That entanglement sealed it, and Beck was getting dragged around like a rag doll. The bullfighters didn't waste a second. They knew it was serious the moment his hand stayed stuck. But here's the thing about hang-ups. They mess with your head. Beck couldn't think straight for weeks, not just from the physical beating, but from the mental trauma of being completely helpless. He had nightmares about it, about being trapped while a bull decided his fate. I couldn't sleep right for months, Beck later said. Every time I closed my eyes, I was back there getting dragged around. He's still riding, but considering what just happened, it could have been his last ride ever. At number 4, we go back to a similar nightmare, where Jess Lockwood had one of his worst experiences at the 2015 Bakersfield event. As soon as he got on Woody, you could feel something was off. The bull felt different, more aggressive, more dangerous.
California, you could be watching the beginning of a brand new superstar career.
Lockwood tried to hang on, but Woody bucked with pure violence. Then came the worst part. His hand got tangled in the rope. That's when it turned into a horror show.
Here we go.
Woody kept spinning and kicking. Lockwood was getting beaten with every rotation. A few of those kicks landed hard on his ribs. One caught him in the back. It didn't take long to realize this could end his career right here. Lockwood didn't try to sugarcoat it later. He kept it real. I thought I was done. When you can't get free, all you can do is pray the bullfighters get there fast. That's just how it goes sometimes. One second you're chasing glory, the next you're praying you'll walk again. Lockwood survived that wreck, but what happened to Chase Outlaw at number 3 might have looked even more violent, literally.
Stubbing and get ahead of Night Sweats, because this is a bull that will drop you on the inside.
Outlaw had drawn Night Sweats at the OKC bucking battle, and that bull was known for sending riders into orbit. Outlaw looked focused, locked in, ready for war, but all of that went out the window once Night Sweats exploded.
There to help him.
The bull launched Outlaw like he was shot out of a cannon. He went flying through the air with zero control, zero chance to land safely. By the time he came down, Outlaw looked like a broken action figure.
And even feel what this sport is like? We got it all as Outlaw got thrown back at our camera crew.
Yeah, you want to know how tough.
The PBR officially described it as being thrown like a 150-pound frisbee. And honestly, that's exactly what it looked like. The impact was sickening. Outlaw hit the ground and bounced. Then he just laid there. Later, Outlaw talked about how it felt to get launched like that. I knew I was in trouble the second I left the ground, he said. When you're flying through the air like that, there's no good way to land. You just hope you don't break everything. Some folks say that's just bull riding, but for Outlaw, this was just a preview of worse things to come. He'd later break every bone in his face in 2018 and need 68 screws and 12 plates to put it back together. Now, at number 2, Guilherme Marchi learned the hard way that Midnight Mood doesn't play games at the 2012 Boise Invitational. It was supposed to be another night at the office for the Brazilian legend. Marchi was one of the most technical riders in the world, cool under pressure, precise in everything he did, but Midnight Mood didn't care about any of that reputation.
Able to just hang it in.
The bull came out wild and caught Marchi with 2 shots to the head. Back-to-back hits that scrambled his brain instantly. The first hit was bad. The second one put him out cold. Marchi was knocked unconscious and needed stitches for a cut on his chin. The concussion was immediate and severe. Every bone in his head felt like it was rattling around loose. The Brazilian media reported Marchi, who doesn't wear a protective helmet, was hit twice in the head by the bull Midnight Mood. He was unconscious and needed several stitches on a cut on the bottom of his chin. Still, he never lost that Brazilian toughness. That part of him never broke. When something like this happens, you realize how fragile we really are, Marchi said later. But you can't let fear win. That's not why we're here. His fans weren't shocked either. They've seen this sport claim legends before. Guilherme is tough as they come, one fan said. But even the toughest riders aren't immune to physics. And if you think a concussion like that would make him think about retiring? Quit? Never, Marchi said. This sport chose me, not the other way around. So no, he wasn't done, not even close. Now, at number 1, Aaron Williams lived through what might be the most dangerous hang-up in recent PBR history.
They put him on a ride past shoot clock. Here we go.
It was the 2023 finals in Corpus Christi, one of the biggest stages in the sport. Williams was riding the momentum of a good season. Everything felt right until he drew Chuck's Delight. Within seconds of the gate opening, Williams knew he was in trouble. The bull came out spinning and didn't stop. The bull won that battle, because let's face it, Williams didn't just get bucked off, he got hung up in the worst possible way. His hand stayed trapped in the rope while Chuck's Delight kept spinning. Every rotation brought more punishment, more danger, more fear.
Five round here in go round number 1 of the Velocity Tour Finals. Again, brought to you by Pendleton Whiskey. And PBR fans, we invite you to keep up with the action tonight.
This wasn't just a hang-up. This was potential career suicide happening in real time. Williams was completely helpless, at the mercy of 2,000 pounds of pure muscle and bad attitude. The bullfighters worked frantically, but precious seconds ticked by. The arena went silent. Everyone knew what they were watching. A man's career possibly ending right in front of them. I thought I was done, Williams said later. When you're hung up like that, you're not thinking about points or glory. You're thinking about whether you'll walk out of there. His parents watched from the stands, helpless. They'd seen wrecks before, but nothing like this. Aaron has always been tough, his mom said, but watching him get dragged around like that, no parent should have to see that. And if you think a wreck like that would change his mind about bull riding, I'm not built to quit, Williams said. This sport has given me everything. One bad ride isn't going to take that away. So no, he's not done, not even close. Williams is one of the few who truly understand how unforgiving bull riding can be. He's felt the rope trap his hand, experienced the helplessness, and carried the scars that come with it. Because the fact of the matter is that the heart of a real cowboy doesn't break. It keeps chasing the dream, the adrenaline, the 8 seconds, no matter how close death gets. Walking away was never an option. The danger is part of it, and so is the glory.